Good morning. Marvine is here this morning trying to fix this leak in the roof. It's just one particular spot right above Noah's little wine cave. So hopefully he can sort this out.
All right, well, they fixed the roof, they said. They flashed all underneath it. We're gonna see what happens when it rains this weekend. Hopefully it turns out okay. I'm curious to see, that's for sure. We'll see if it leaks again. Well, this is what I was trying to show you, Jenny, about this is what Michael is saying, put wood around it.
So we're trying to decide what to do with this column, whether to keep it plaster. We're not going to put stone on it, but this is the stone wall.
Yeah, this is the stone wall. What does everybody think? I think it looks magical.
Victor still has to do the joints on there. He's going to put the grout.
That's right.
I love it. It's a very light color.
I think it's going to look really, really nice once it's all done. We put the grout in. And so we've been thinking, originally our first plan was, the idea is that this half of the house, the outside, the front, and this up to this wall, we're trying to make the house look like a stone house. And then the back side of the house is the addition that wasn't stone. And so to pull that little magic trick off, so people believe that is, the outside will all be stone, and then this wall would be stone all the way into the next room. But we kind of thought maybe that would make it look too small, and so we said no, and now we're looking at it and we're saying,
I think we're going to do it.
This is beautiful, and we're
Most importantly, it's not going to be a house meant for Architectural Digest, because everyone says it's not going to fit, it's not going to look right. I just want a house that we're comfortable in.
Yes.
That we like.
Yeah, this is our house.
That's cozy.
It's not for magazines, it's for us to live in and have a good time.
So this is the stone wall here.
Yeah.
My favorite ancient beam.
Yeah, we got a little beam there, but Victor put the beam on crooked. So I came in and I said, Victor, this has a lip and this has nothing. There's a problem. And he looked at it and he agreed. So what we're going to actually do though is, because you see this is doesn't look right, we're actually going to remove this. We're going to remove this and we're going to put a beam here all the way going back and then drop this down to cover it so it looks like one big beam, and that's going to look really sweet. Then we're going to go into the other room. And this is...
Right up here, we're going to put a big beam as well.
I don't know about that. We're still going to discuss that.
No, above the door.
Oh, yes. Above the door, there's going to be a beam that goes across.
Those rocks aren't going to stay there. We were just trying to decide whether or not we wanted to do this portion in rock.
And we decided no, and we're going to do this in here instead.
Yeah, we're going to carry this rock wall, pardon me, I just tripped, and carry that rock wall into here.
Yeah. And so let me show you what we're going to do in here.
The ongoing joke is these books have been here since we bought the house, since we were renting the house. So they're old books of the owners. I've got to get these off of here.
Yeah, I've only been asking for 6 months.
I know. So we're going to carry on the stone wall from there to here.
Into this room. And that once that's done, that makes this section of the house the stone section. And that way anyone who walks in will think that this is a stone house from here forward. But up here we're going to put a nice beam, nice oak beam, and from there we're going to put stone caps on this to make it look like the stone wall's coming through the wall. We won't put any here, but I think we are going to have to put some here because you want it to look like...
The casing stones?
Yeah, because you're going to want it to look like a solid wall. We got to be careful about the weight on here. So
we're going to have
this is one of our few non-concrete walls.
So it's heavy, so I want to put a big mirror, which we can, but Noah had a great idea.
We can't put it on the wall because the wall gets too heavy and Victor said it could fall over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill some holes in the concrete ceiling and hang a nice chain.
We could also put it on the floor, just put a standing mirror, like a really big standing mirror.
Yeah, but we planned on having a couch that
nice
wraps
couch.
around.
Behind the couch, maybe.
That's odd, I think.
We'll see.
Yeah. But anyway, so this wall will be all in stone like that wall right there.
And the walls are going to be plastered in like a smooth, bumpy finish. But as our painter guy said to me, you know you don't live in Greece, right? Which I responded, that's okay. I still love it. So Noah just discovered something. What did you discover?
I made a mistake. I was trying to lay out these two holes for the ventilation, and when I did it, I made the hole from the center from here to here, and the same thing from here to here. So these holes are in the center of the walls. The problem is we're putting this stone wall on and we're going to lose 5 centimeters and it's not going to be centered anymore.
Not only that, but...
Not only that, when you stand back here and you look at it, you realize what I should have done is whatever this number is from this line, because this is the line coming straight up from the wall. Let's say this is 15 centimeters. I should have matched it on this side, 15 centimeters, and I didn't. And I'm just glad I caught that now before we did all the walls and we put our vents in and I saw that wasn't lined up. So I'm gonna fix that, we're gonna fix that. This is our first real big problem we've had to fix, luckily. But yeah, we gotta drill new holes and make that fit. And luckily the guys are coming back to work and they'll be happy to get that dust right in their eyes again.
I know, they relish in that. And also, some of the casing stones we had are broken, like this right here. So I spoke to the guy at Stone by Stone, Alon, and he said, no worries, tell me how many are broken and I'll replace them. So that was good customer service because Victor needs those to put around here, which he already did, but we're gonna need some more.
All right, I'm gonna draw this out on the ceiling and start working on it.
Okay, you look so excited.
I'm just happy we caught that. I'm just happy we caught it.
Good job, bon travail.
Yeah, great job. This beam is beautiful, but somebody put this little extra strip on here, and I'm taking it out. Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna have the wood go under here, so the wood comes out and it looks really nice. This looks terrible right now. I need to get a crowbar, so I'm having to use this axe.
Careful your nice door over here. Is it going to ruin the other wood?
Trying not to. I love that there's cigarette butts up in the ceiling. I don't know how they put this in. This thing is really in there. I'm gonna wait for Sebastian on this one.
Okay.
Oh, and I see we got fillers in there. Yeah, that's fine. But I think that's gonna be nice. That'll be nicer when we do that.
Okay.
All right.
We found a spare pair of doors in the garage. And Noah's hoping that he can put them on here because the other ones we had that he loved so much just smashed. The wind took them and they broke. But there's a problem with the doors. They won't close. So we figured out the door dilemma. Why?
First thing, I'm very lucky that we had a second set of doors because we had that frame. So we could have 4 doors in this place, but I don't think that's gonna happen. We're gonna make an arch over there. But this backup set of doors, which I found in the garage, this actually does fit. This one's a little wonky. I've got to maybe either drop one of the hinges or I might have to trim the top, but we're going to keep them open most of the time anyway, so I think it's okay the way
And they wouldn't close, why?
Oh, well, this one would.
Yeah, that closes.
This one moved perfectly, except it's too tight up there. But it opened all the way, and I couldn't figure out why this one wouldn't go. Every time I'd go to this point,
it would stop.
It would just stop here, and kept looking at the hinges. I took it off 3 times. I was like, is there a lock in the hinge? No.
And then Olivier, the kitchen guy, came and he was like...
On the floor, which you can't even see it, but there is a
little stopper.
A little stopper that used to be, I don't even know why they put that there to stop the doors from opening. But that stops the door from opening.
And there you go.
So now I've got to grind that off, and the door will open all the way, and we'll have our beautiful doors back.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.